Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now I was thinking just the other night, we've had bands from pretty much all over the world on the channel already, and that's one of the things I love about this channel is we're getting submissions from bands from all over the world, every different continent and country's got their own sound, got their own edge, got their own kind of mixed sound and things like that, which is very, very cool. It's nice to hear all those different sounds. But I was thinking to myself, hang on, we haven't had anything from Africa. And then I thought to myself, actually, I'm not sure I've heard any African metal, full stop. So I looked about on YouTube, tried to find us some African metal music vids. There's not a ton out there on YouTube, at least. Maybe there's somewhere else on the internet. But I did find us 3. I'm not sure whether these are big bands or what in Africa or not. But we're going to check them out today. This first band, they're from Botswana. They're a band called Wrust. The track's called Hate 'Em All. So let's see what they sound like. Cool. Nice heavy vocal, heavy guitar tone as well. It's got that kind of scoop sound to it.
Sometimes I wish I was so deaf. It's not need to hear what they say. Killing thy friend, burying thy wife. You say me thy children, what the hell is going on? Betrayal by the law. I wish you set us free.
Yeah.
Set us free. I wish you set us free.
That's interesting, this extra lead part that comes in over the top now. Yeah. Nice drum sound. Yeah. It's got an old schoolness to it. It's reminding me a bit of Sepultura. Yeah. Nice bit of groove in there as well. Nice.
Sometimes I wish I was so blind. Sometimes I wish I was so deaf.
Heavy kick sound. Not too shabby. Had a great thick chunky guitar tone in there, a bit scooped, had that kind of nu metal kind of guitar tone sound to it. Heavy vocals as well, nice raspy kind of gravelly vocal, real heavy, yeah. Great solo in there as well, some nice riffs with a bit of tremming and stuff in there. So yeah, pretty nice, I enjoyed it. Let's move on to this next band. This is Last Year's Tragedy. Their track's called Pounds for Flesh. So let's check these guys out. Let's just check where they're from actually first. These guys are from Kenya. Let's check it out. This one sounds a bit more modern.
All that you said just gets me down.
post-hardcoreness to it. Nice extra synths and stuff to make it a bit deeper. Excuse me. Yeah. This sounds right for that kind of mid to late 2000s post-hardcore vibe. Nice vocal layering. Yeah, I like the sound of those extra synths in the mix. Thickens it up, gives it an atmosphere. Yeah. Moving the energy about, moving the sound around, bringing in and out extra sounds from the mix. Pretty nice. A lot of that kind of mid to late 2000s post-hardcore vibe didn't have a lot of synths in it, to be honest with you. Yeah, you could hear it there at the end. Gives it a nice thickness, gives it a warmth, gives it a kind of atmospheric edge to the post-hardcore as well. As I say, not a lot of bands back in the day that had this kind of sound, had the synth in there. So it adds a nice edge to it. I enjoyed that a lot. Pretty cool. Now, this is the last band of today that we're going to check out. Let's just check where these guys are from. Remind myself. Togo, and these guys have got Afro tribal metal, African folk and new metal as their tags, which is pretty cool mix up. This is ARKA'N, I think that's how you say it, or ARKA'N maybe. Anyway, the track is called Tears of the Dead. So here we go. Get some tribal elements in there. Nice guitar tone. Loads of percussive sounds in the mix. I love that. Nice chug in that guitar tone. There's loads of guys in this band by the looks of things. tribal breakdown. Yeah. Cool. Oh, nice chug in that guitar tone. And the double bass is blazing. It's got a nice heaviness to the sound. Cool. Yeah. Well, I enjoyed these bands today. This is my first taste, and probably yours as well, of African metal. Africa's a hell of a big place. There should be a lot of metal coming out of there, and metal as well. You know, it doesn't matter where you're from in the world, you can get into the metal, because metal's a passion. Metal's a kind of thing that runs through your blood and in your veins, and you've either been bit by the metal bug or you haven't. But if you have, you know, the sound of the distorted guitars, the sound of the heavy drums, the sound of double bass blazing away just rocks our kind of funny vibration bones, and hits all the right notes. So these guys as well, you can hear that these guys are just straight up metal as well. I don't know quite what I was expecting. Maybe a bit more of what we heard from the last band, with more kind of tribal elements and things like that. But nah, these guys just sounded like good straight metal. Wouldn't matter where they'd come from in the world. So there you go. That just shows you metal's universal. Doesn't matter where you're from in the world. It still sounds heavy and good. So yeah, I'll try and look out for some more African bands. If you know any African bands and you're a fan of any African bands and you think, God, he's got to check these guys out, you should check these guys out, and they've got a video, send it over and we'll check it out. Because this is the first time I've thought about it and gone, you know, let's check out some African music. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. Very, very cool. Some good sounds in there today. Anyway, see you, bye.